This is Kevin Minton with Outside the Games. I'm here at a facility where Sav'ell Smalls works out. He's been working out here for quite some time now. A little low-key spot, but he really loves it because he's able to focus a lot on himself and his body to get it right for the season, of course. This is Sav'ell Smalls. Thank you so much for being on our show Outside the Games. You bet. This is a class of 2020.
Yes, sir.
And I tell you, one thing about I think Sav'ell has been used in many spots on the field. But tell us a little bit your main position you really like.
Main position is definitely DN or outside backer, rushing passer, maybe drop every now and then, stop the run as well. That's my main position, I'd say.
So main position is that, and then again, he's with Garfield. Garfield right now, 3-6. They started out with goals of wanting to really have a good season, and so the seasons have been up and down. And right now they're in the playoffs. They're going to be facing Snohomish Friday, so that's something that they're looking forward. They're gearing up for. Team is practicing hard. But yeah, you're on our show Outside the Games. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So we're talking a lot about family life in football, Sav'ell. Really, when we first start out, let's talk about family. With family, what was it about your family supporting you with the decision of wanting to gravitate to the game of football?
Yeah.
Could have chose any other sport, could have done any other thing, but why was it football that you really kind of felt that you could concentrate on?
I mean, ever since I was young, I just always wanted to play football. I'm take me to practice. I'm 3, 4 years old. I don't remember, but my parents always tell me. And I can remember just one time when I went to 2 different practices when I was younger. I can remember.
Right.
But yeah, my parents always tell me, you was 3, 4 talking about taking football practice. I want to go hit. I want to go do this and run around. And so you have to be 6 to play in the league I was in. So when I was 5, I go to some practices with CD Panthers because that's the team everybody play for because we from the Central District and it's in us. So play for CD first, CAYA, whatever you want to call it. I just always wanted to play, just wanted to go hit. So I just went out there. I was a lineman at first, my first year. Then me with sports, I always felt like they just tried to put big guys just in the spots, basketball for the center and all the big guys in the line. But I always just felt like I was more athletic. I always felt like I could do more. I remember one time I was playing basketball. I was 5 because I played basketball first because up on the 19th and Spruce at the Boys and Girls Club. And I remember crying. I'm like, I don't want to play center. They're like, why? What do you mean? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I want to play small forward or something. I don't want to be just that big guy just out there because he's big. I want to be like LeBron and stuff like that. And, that's another thing about my competitive drive. I just always want to be the best.
So you were always a player that didn't want to be categorized in one position. You wanted to be that player that could be used in many different positions when it came down to on the field, especially you being tall, and that is true. And I can say, speaking from experience, you're tall, they're going to put you at center. Yeah. When really it's look, I got some handles, I got some ability to play guard or a smaller position. Yeah. So definitely, I could feel you on that. Yeah. But as far as your parents being behind you to really push you towards those type of things, with football, was it something about the game that you just love? You love to hit, you said, but what else about the game that made you just want to put on the pads and play and practice and go through that grind?
Yeah. I mean, it just started with me wanting to hit, and then when I got into it, it's just the competition with it. I just love competition. I love me versus you, and I'm gonna win. I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna win too. Every time I'm I won, I'm gonna win the next one. I'm gonna win the one after that. You might get one if I let you, and if I'm just not on my game that I play, but then I'm gonna come back and get you again. I'm gonna just keep doing that. It's gonna be like that all game.
Confidence and definitely you let your play do the work on the field and say something about you on the field, I'm sure. So we here on the show we talked about the family part aside. So being that your family's been big on trying to support you, getting you to practices, getting you to certain things, which has been very, very helpful. But as far as mentorship, we talk about mentorship on the show. With mentorship, it's adversity and challenges that you as a student and athlete, you face every day, different challenges and some things that you go, man, how am I going to get through this, or what am I going to do here? Who are your mentors and why that kind of help you through those moments and those challenges that you face?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely had many mentors throughout the years. I say my first real mentor outside my parents, real one was Coach Matt. That was my Little League coach for 1 year. Actually, it was my last year of Little League, and that's my last coach. Won the championship that year, and but he just showed me different every other coach did. He was another father figure to me. He'd take me home, take me to practices, buy me food. If I need anything, I was crying. I remember I was crying when practice. He'd come here, talk to me about everything. And still to this day, call him up, talk to him all the time, come up to the games, come into the practices, and just talk about anything, literally anything in life. And
That's
then,
been huge because that's been an extension
Oh, yeah.
from the family of,
Yeah.
mom and dad, right?
Yeah.
So mom and dad there, but whatever's outside of that,
Yeah.
that inner family structure was Coach Matt.
Yeah, I could always come to him.
Yeah.
And then after my last Little League season, that's when I first started working out and training. I didn't start working out and training until like January 8th grade or February 8th grade, so getting ready for freshman season.
Okay.
And so Coach Lou Christopher, so since in the championship game, my 8th grade, I won the MVP. And so he was giving out a free year of training to everyone at MVP. So
Wow.
I got in with him. That's the first time I ever lifted a weight or started training. And he's really big. Just teaching me like body stuff and teaching me mental stuff and life stuff.
Wow.
And just getting through stuff. And he told us stories, and he made us do like things like more than training. Like he made us just like write about like stories and what we do in different situations. Like just really stimulate our mind. And he made us eat right as well. Because now I eat real good, but he's really what started me on that. Because he made us record what we ate in the journal.
Oh wow.
And he would record how many points we got. So when I first started going, I'm getting like -4, -3, and like some older
Right.
guys is getting 12s and 15s or it's out of 12. So I'm like, man, I want to get that. That's the competition in me. I want to do that. So I just started doing it. I started bringing fruit to school. I don't eat the school lunch no more. I'll get the salad bar because they got the fruit and the salad, but that's it. That really started me. And
So he kind of taught you how to treat your body right,
Yeah.
which kind of included your mind as well,
Yeah.
and kind of opened up some things for you when it came to like writing and eating right and journal logging and putting stuff on paper, so you could kind of say, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is how I can make improvement, right?
Yeah, and then moving to freshman year, really no mentors like Kennedy. I didn't get anything from there. That's why I left. It wasn't a place for me. And coming to Garfield really felt like home. Coach Thomas and Coach Tino. And really the whole coaching staff, really. But on our coaching staff right now, I'd say Coach Thomas, Coach Tino, Coach K, Coach Bo. Those are my guys. Like I talked to Coach Thomas, Coach Tino, Coach K more, but Coach Bo's my guy as well. But with them three, like it's just like Coach Matt. I can talk to him about anybody. Like it's really like they're my coach when we're on the field, but then when we're off the field, they're my like a big brother. Really, I say big brother. It's not like a father figure. It's like a big brother. Like I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do with that. Like this is going on. Like how should I approach that? And like they give it to me real. Like give it to me real all the time.
And that's what you expect,
Yeah,
right?
and that's what I want.
It's what you want.
Yeah, I mean, it's not what I expect. It's what I want.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause, it's like people will be different sometimes, but with them it's not. So that's why they're really big.
And as they have kind of navigated that for you, those waters, you felt that some of those decisions you've had to make through them have been very beneficial for you. Yeah, right on. With that comes with student athlete challenges. Again, not easy being a student today.
No, it isn't.
The thing about it is that there's so much going on, especially when it comes down to being a great athlete off the field or on the field. But then off the field, something interesting about this. Sav'ell Smalls is a different person to some extent because you are the same, but though you are going to being a student, you're in a classroom, you're in a different setting, you're in the hallway, you're with your teachers. Tell me what tell me what it's been like for you to be a student at Garfield. And we'll start at freshman year when eyes were wide open when you first went to that school. Yeah. I'm sure all 4 years, right? You're going all 4 years there.
I mean, I had 2 months at Kennedy freshman year.
Okay, freshman year, Kennedy, then transferred into your sophomore year to
I mean, it was in November my freshman year, so it was,
okay.
The school year still like a lot of the school year left.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So when did it start for Garfield though?
Like November freshman year.
Oh, November freshman
so like
year?
2 months after school year started.
Okay, so with that then, starting from freshman now to your junior year now,
Yeah.
what has it been like to be a student and what kind of challenges did you have to face along the way?
I mean, freshman year before like I really blew up or had any offers really, when I first transferred, it was basketball season now. So I'm on the basketball team. We got Jalen Noel, Dejon Davis, Jerome Brooks, Jamon Kemp. So I mean, we got big names. And so, they're superstars then. So, especially Jalen and John, because they were seniors then, they really like took me under their wing and like kind of like showed me, how to do things, how to handle yourself, just what to look for, especially Jalen, because Jalen like senior year, he was like on some like I got a bigger goal than this, like, so he was just showing me how to navigate through all that.
Right.
Yeah, and then just fast forward to now, it's at Garfield it's different. Like other schools, people might be like you're this, you're that, but like Garfield, like everybody's like cool with each other, like they're real cool. So like they don't treat me any different than him, and that's what I like, because sometimes like it just happens, like people might treat you different, and then you think of yourself different. But everybody at Garfield treats me the same, like treats me the same person, and I'm just real cool with
That's
everybody.
what you like,
Yeah, that's
though.
why I like
Yeah,
that. I
you
like
like
that because it just keeps me myself.
And you keep grounded.
Yeah.
With that then, Does basketball and football, do they kind of work together in a way? Would you say? Are they different but yet same?
I mean, yeah, they're different, but like you're gonna get stuff from basketball. I'm gonna get stuff that I can work on for football.
Okay.
For football, I'm gonna get stuff I can work on for basketball.
Gotcha.
So like they're intertwined in that way.
Right.
You know, they're both real fun. So.
Yeah, right. You like both.
Yeah, I love both actually.
So your junior year now, looking at it from what other student athlete challenges are you facing? Is it in regards to just when it comes to now we talked about the differences from the school, how you're treated, but let's get to the basics here. Let's talk about teachers and books and things of that sort scholastically, because again, without that, you don't see anything. You don't see the court, you don't see the field. And so obviously you know you have to take care of that. Have there been any challenges along the way when it came to books and being a better student?
Yeah, I mean, definitely my biggest challenge this year has been time management and just managing, going to practice, working out, getting enough sleep.
Downtime.
Yeah, downtime, like,
you know,
just relaxing, like stimulating your mind, like having your own time, because like life is hectic. You know, you're going, talk to people all day, you know, you want to go home and just relax and just think to yourself and be by yourself.
Right.
And so just finding like, where can this fit and where can that fit? It's actually been a real challenge for me, and I'm still working on it today. Like,
What kind of things have you done to help that though? With time management for you, Sav'ell, what kind of things have you narrowed down to say, okay, this is a thing that I can apply and make it work?
I mean, I've just tried to like make schedules. I've tried to put like reminders on my phone. Hey, when you get here, do this. When you get there, do that. Go to sleep by this time. Track your sleep. Just do stuff like that.
What has been the best thing though? Would you say reminders in the phone?
With me, it's definitely sleep. Like, so I'd say
sleep.
like having an alarm, like tell you like when you need to go to sleep, and like seeing how much sleep you got and how much you need to get like the next day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're looking at it that way.
Yeah, because like with me, it's really sleep. Because like I do a lot, and like I haven't been sleeping good. So with me, like it's been that. But and like, your sleep, that's your whole life. Like,
Well, it's been said that basically, even you think a younger person, doesn't need that much sleep because they got all this energy. Well, it's the other way around. You have to get it.
Yeah, and so like, if you're not getting enough sleep, your grade's gonna drop. And I have a 3.88 cumulative or 3.87, but somewhere around there. So I don't want that to drop.
So you're fighting hard to keep that cumulative GPA.
Yeah.
Keep that up there at a good way. You haven't taken SATs. SATs come later.
Yeah, in like January. We just did the PSAT like a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Now, with that, how do you handle, what other student-athlete challenge do you have to face regards to when it comes to media? Media seems to be something that, hey, lights, camera, action, but it also can be a sense of where Sav'ell is put in a situation where, hey, they'll take Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram. There's a lot of things out there now today, media platforms, in which you have to control and manage. How do you view those media platforms? One, that's the first question. Second would be, how do you handle them?
I mean, I view them as a blessing and a curse, just like a lot of things are. It's a blessing and a curse. Like, you can gain a lot from it, and you can lose it all from it. So you really just gotta be smart with it and what you do, and say the right things, do the right things, and just be smart with it.
So Sav'ell critiques what he puts out there, because it's kind of like a business, right? I mean, you want to put out good stuff.
At the same time, I'm 16 and it's social media. I want to have fun, so it's just finding the balance. All the balance. You don't want to be here with it. You don't want to be there with it. You want to be right here.
Gotcha. And then how do you view it?
I view it, it definitely is a blessing and a curse, because sometimes media, you'll say one thing and they'll say another. You put it on Twitter, that's not what I said. My words were definitely twisted. That's nowhere near what I said. But then other times, especially my guy Brendan Huffman, that's my favorite analyst. It always be spot on with him, and I love doing interviews with him. So there's a blessing. Yeah. But it really just depends. So you just gotta be careful, like who you're interacting with, who you talking to, who can you trust.
So you do your research, right? As Sav'ell.
No, definitely no.
You definitely know, and I think that's important, because anything you get into, you want to make sure, okay, is this right for me? Is this the right fit for me? Is this going to benefit me? But also more importantly, is it going to benefit others? Because it's Sav'ell Smalls, and then it's everybody else, and so you have to think of it that way from a standpoint of what you do can affect others as well. So with that, the student athlete challenges, so handling the media is important. Now let's talk about the season. Again, 3-6, Garfield is. Tell me the first, how you felt in the beginning of the year. What was the mindset in the beginning of the year, and kind of take me through a little bit of what the season has been for you, because sometimes there's good seasons, there's bad seasons, and so you get a taste of either one. But in this sense, this year, there's been some challenges along the way. But tell me what that's been for you and what that's been like.
Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of challenges. It's definitely been real frustrating, but I mean, we still fighting, we still grinding. I love my guys. I wouldn't trade this for anything. Like, I wouldn't trade this for an undefeated season. Like, this is what I got, and this is what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna make the best out of it. We gonna make the best out of it. And with 3-6, we got a playoff game. We gonna keep going. Like, we gonna keep going until we can't. We're
Right.
gonna keep fighting. You know, we definitely had a lot of challenges, but we're working to overcome them. I can feel us coming closer together. I can feel us eating. And no matter how far we go this year, we still have next year. So it's building blocks. It's building. Like, we want to win. It's not like we're saying, oh, we're going to do this with this year, and then, oh, yeah, we have next year. We want to win this year. But, like, no matter what the outcome of this year, these are all building blocks for next year as well. And that's our senior season. So,
Sav'ell, I like what you said. You said something about regards to, your teammates.
Yeah.
You hit on that real quick, that there's been growth there for your teammates. Tell me what way, how has there been growth from the beginning of the season? Now you're at the end of the season, you're starting playoffs. What growth have you seen together with you and your teammates?
I mean, definitely this has been, I'd say, probably 3 or 4, handling success as a team or as individuals. We've had a lot of trouble handling success. Like, we just let our heads get way too big off of little stuff, and that shouldn't happen. Being selfish. We see someone else eating, and that's not me. Like, why am I not getting that? So I'm gonna hate on him. I'm not gonna block for him and stuff like that.
Okay. Which is something that all teams go through that,
Yeah.
right? It's nothing new.
And accountability within each other. Not holding each other accountable, not holding ourselves accountable, just doing things we shouldn't be doing. And I can see the growth in that. Like, at the end of the season, like, the reality check hits in. Like, it's the end of the season. Like, we only have like 6 seniors. And this could be their last game Friday, and nobody wants that. They don't want that. And we know, like, if we end up losing anywhere down the line, everybody's gonna be crying. Nobody wants to cry. Nobody likes crying. We don't want to do that. So it's really like, I can really feel that, like, people are actually like, it's setting in. Like, this is reality, and we gotta make the best of it.
So interestingly, it's like this. It means a lot to the seniors.
Yeah.
It means a lot to the seniors to go ahead and actually win the season and for Garfield. But
Yeah.
it means a lot to you guys as underclassmen as well, right?
No,
And that's
no,
how you view it.
Yeah.
How is the coaching staff? Because you find it with the 3-6 record, you kind of find it true how people are really when it comes down to adversity.
Yeah.
They hit the wall and they go, I don't like this. This doesn't taste very good. And you find out how they act. How have the coaches been able to kind of keep you guys grounded as a team, especially in position coaches as that as well? Because I'm sure they're in your ear a lot.
I mean, with our coaches, man, like, it's real genuine. It's like real love. Like, so they tell us the truth, and they're gonna do what's best for us. And, like, I think, like, at the beginning of the year, like, a lot of guys weren't realizing that, but I think it's kind of setting in now. Like, the coaches are there for us, and, like, what they say is, like, the truth, and, like, they're not gonna say something just to say it. Like, they really trying to do everything they can for the betterment of us, and that's why I really like our coaching staff. Our coaching staff real, and, like, they're easy to relate to.
That's big. No, that's big. And I think the thing is, when do you, Sav'ell, lean on your parents? When does it come to be a point of during the season? Have you found you had to do that a lot this year somewhat?
I mean, parents is always there, like, just with everything. Like, you just know they're always gonna be there, and it's just weird because, sometimes your parents, like, you don't want to be vulnerable with them, and you don't want to talk to them about certain things, but, mom and dad's always there. Mom and dad's always unconditional love.
They're always asking you, hey, what's wrong, son? Or, what's going on? And they try to get you to open up. Because sometimes there's those moments that sometimes you don't feel like opening up, but at some point they're there with you, and they make you feel comfortable to try to want to say something or open up a little bit. That's good. No, that's good. With you this season, now you have Snohomish coming this Friday. It's there.
Yeah.
Does it change as far as the playoffs? Is if you win there that you get to come back to Garfield and play? Does that
I'm
how it
not
works?
sure.
You're not sure. So but after this game against Snohomish, is there a reseeding that takes place?
Yes, reseeding.
Okay.
Yeah, so once you get to
perfect.
the round of 16, hopefully once we get there, there'll be a reseeding.
So the key is one game at a time,
Yeah, one
and
game at a
how
time.
you view it, and how you look at it.
Yeah.
We got to see you play at the Memorial Classic. We remember that. You had quite a game. I think the thing is just trying to stay healthy.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this: when being the player that you are, and when you're used, coaches use you and stuff. There's benefits there, and then also too, away from the ball, because when you get all the attention to you, there's other ways that your other players get some
Everybody
attention. Everybody's eating, right? Now, with this season, you say something about 7-on-7 you play.
Yeah.
What has it been for 7-on-7? Because a lot of times, some coaches feel that 7-on-7, when it comes to instruction and things that they teach you, some of that goes away when you go to 7-on-7 because different coaches, different styles, different teaching. How do you view 7-on-7? Is it a beneficial thing, and have you found it to be somewhat of a success for you?
I mean, it's just fun and it's competition. Like people be out there competing in 7-on-7, and it's just more stuff to stay active. Like, I don't like just being in the house. Like, unless I'm playing Xbox, I really don't like being in the house just sitting around. So it's just more stuff to stay active and compete and go beat somebody and go score and have fun. So that's how I view it.
Right. Do you travel a lot? So there's a lot of traveling involved with 7-on-7. So what's the competition like? Is it pretty serious competition, right?
Oh yeah, but I mean, I'm competing against myself. Like wherever I go, it's the same thing.
Yeah. For you, what have you felt that you've been able to give back to the community when it comes to Garfield? You're only a junior now, still got your senior year. But as far as that goes, what have you felt? Do you feel that a student athlete has to be involved in the community? And in what ways can you find yourself being involved in the community at Garfield?
I mean, I've definitely been trying to get more involved with the community. We have to do community service hours for school, but I did some community service hours with my quarterback. Actually, his grandfather has a little church for like homeless people and like all that. So I did a few community service hours there, and just going to my old little league team practices a couple times, and just doing whatever you can. It's really not even like me trying to get involved. It's me just trying to like be myself and be a good person. I always I want to see everybody eat, cause at the end of the day, I know myself and I'm gonna bet on myself always. I know I'm gonna get mine, but I enjoy seeing other people get theirs and be happy as well. Cause then the whole vibe of everybody's happy, everybody's winning, everybody's eating, and everybody's having a good time with each other.
Right.
And things are always better together, not just alone. So
that's a good way to look at it, I think. And even with the holidays coming, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas. Is a time of giving and a time where sometimes you find that there's the less unfortunate, right? To some extent. And so I'm sure there's ways that it's not so much getting involved, but it's who you are, who Sav'ell Smalls is. So Sav'ell, with you as a player and in your position, what have you felt have been your strengths from freshman now to your junior year now with how you play? What have been some of the strengths that stand out for you that you've seen over the years?
Just playing hard and just wanting it more. That's really what it comes down to as a main strength. Because you work on the technique, you work on your speed, you work on your body, all that's gonna come. But really just playing hard and getting to it every play.
For you now, a lot of times players, when they say weaknesses, they're like, well, I got no weaknesses, I'm good. But really, when you talk about weaknesses, it kind of blends into being coachable, some humility. What weaknesses have you seen from your freshman to your junior year? What's one weakness that you've improved on from that time frame?
Even just this year, my leadership, and that's a big thing. Bringing other people with you. With me, I'm
when you first started out.
Yeah.
How was it as leadership goes?
You talking about freshman year?
Yeah, freshman year.
I was just a freshman, just playing really. I was just playing. I was for the team, of course, but I was just playing. I'm doing what I can for the team.
Yeah.
And sophomore year, I'm a sophomore. We got Trayshawn Harrison, we got Mekhi Metcalf, we got some other guys. So I'm kind of, I talk, but not like that. But
you knew you were a sophomore.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, right?
But I was just still playing my part. And then this year, I really tried to take advantage. I mean, not take advantage, but.
What motivated you to be a leader, though? I mean, what was it? Was there a momentous step in that process? Did you wake up one day and go, "This is the beginning of the year. I need to start leading"?
I mean, I just looked at it like I'm a junior now, and I'm the caliber player that I am. This is my team now. I gotta bring these guys with me. But I really went at it the wrong way, and I wasn't adapting to other people and other people's personalities. I was just, let's go, come on, and there's my coaches will always tell me you can get up and you can get hyped a certain way, but that doesn't mean everybody else will. And everybody else is different. And you have to be able to adapt to other people's personalities and how they respond to things. So that's really something I've been working on this year. My guy, hey, what does he respond to? What does he respond to? What does he work good with? What does he work bad with? So stay away from that. And it's really just different for everybody, and you have to adapt as a leader and just do that. Yeah.
Have you found that you've had to be kind of a vocal leader, but also be a leader by how you do things, by action, when it comes to maybe the 3 and 6 season with your players?
I've always really been a leader by action. I just do it. I just do the right things, and people follow that. But it's really just different when you're vocal and like just bringing people up and bringing people with you, because then it's everybody then. Because then if you do it to them, they go do it to the other person. The other person gonna do it to that person, and then it's just a domino effect. Everybody gonna do it with each other.
So you set the pattern,
yeah, and that just sets a culture.
Yeah, it sets the culture, pattern, then the culture, right? Oh, that works. I think the thing is that here at Outside the Games, we do wish you the best. I think when it comes to getting off to those playoffs, play hard. I think the thing is you guys being ready for it. And I think the thing is, being a leader, it does bode well on and off the field, and I think that's something you've done. Really, to touch on it as a student really quickly, what have you found as far as a student when it comes to taking tests, some of those things, and being really vocal with your teachers? Have you found that you've done more of that from your freshman into your junior year?
I mean, all through my life, I've really been communicating with my teachers.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's hard.
Right.
Because just being an athlete, there's so much stuff you gotta do: games, trainings, interviews, just workouts, all that. So it's year round too. It's not like after football season will end, I'm playing basketball for my school, I'm doing 7-on-7, I'm training, I'm working out. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. Like that schedule might be more hectic than this schedule. We don't know. So you always have to be communicating with your teachers and let them know what's going on, and they're always gonna be understanding.
Yeah.
To the people too.
When playing defense, what are the kind of things you look at as far as facing an offense when it comes to a spread or a different kind of offense you have to face? What are kind of some things you have to look at and scout for?
I mean, as a DN or defensive lineman, the first thing I'm looking at is the lineman, because the lineman gonna tell you what play it is. If they rocking back and they leaning back on their heels, like it's gonna be a pass most likely. If they leaning a little inside, you can expect them to go inside. It's probably gonna be a run, so squeeze that hole and make a play. And yeah, if they pull in, follow them, and they're gonna take you to the ball, because they're not gonna do anything without their linemen.
Right.
And so that's the first thing I'm looking at, and then looking at tendencies. If they come out in this set, where do they like to run? Who they like to go to? How do they like to do it? Like most of the times, and just all that.
Have you found that your technique has changed a little bit on how you rush the passer, or how you try to get yourself to cause corruption back in the backfield there?
I mean, yeah. Me and Coach Tino, that's my D-line coach at Garfield. We always working on stuff, trying to put new stuff in my bag. So, I mean, just always just trying to add more moves.
I love it. Getting his bag. He's got a bag.
You always gotta have a bag.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What about your footwork? How important has your footwork been to you and being able to get off the line, having good leverage, especially when it comes to some of those offensive linemen in the trenches?
Yeah, I definitely do a lot of footwork. Like with Coach Tino, we do a lot of footwork, and then with my guy Jeff, like in the off season, if you come in here, like we'll either start in the field and do our stuff, and then go there, and then come to the field. But when we're in the field, like it's crazy. Like we're doing a lot of footwork, a lot of stuff with bands, a lot of jumping, a lot of it's a whole bunch of different stuff. So Jeff really gets us right with that.
Talk to me a little bit about this facility here for you. What this has been for you here to be working out, and what kind of things do you focus on here when you're here? It's a low-key place.
I mean, Jeff focuses on a lot of things, like a lot of hip stuff, a lot of flexibility, a lot of mobility, a lot of core stuff, because the core is your temple. Like you're not gonna be strong without your core. A lot of making the right movements, like when you're doing a certain thing, like your whole body's moving right, and the right muscles are firing, and your core is like firing at all times. Your core is engaged with things, like just little stuff like that.
Right. So I think the thing is that as you've kind of seen the development of Sav'ell Smalls, it's been on and off the field as a student and then as a player. There's been obviously progression, that'd probably be a good word, and then taking leadership to the next level. So we thank you. We do at Outside the Games, we talk about student athletes like this, #, student athlete strong. No doubt we want to make sure that the player and the person on and off the field excels to their ability. And Sav'ell, I tell you, you've been quite the interview for us today on our show. But we're not done. We have this thing called the Quick Blitz, my friend. So we get to know Sav'ell Smalls on a personal level, peel back the layers just a little bit.
Okay.
Favorite food, my friend?
Favorite food? That's tough. I say anything with chicken, really. I love chicken.
You love chicken?
Yeah.
Fried, baked, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. But I try to stay away from fried chicken now.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just thinking of its core. Good answer.
Yeah.
Dessert?
Oh, red velvet cake.
Ooh, you clear that up, huh?
Hey, only on Thanksgiving and Christmas though. It's 2 days, 2 days of the year. Actually, no, it's a little leftover. So
there's somebody that brings family members, somebody
grandma.
that brings that, grandma.
Oh my God,
grandma,
what?
Grandma throws it down.
Cooks it up.
Yeah, okay, right on. Favorite? Well, I won't say favorite, but I'll say this: what movie did Sav'ell Smalls just last see?
It's been a while. I just haven't had time during the season.
Oh, no. You don't have
movies
time to watch
like that.
movies.
So
What was the last movie you saw?
that's a long time. I can't remember. But I did watch the Lil Baby documentary. It was about 30 minutes. It's not a movie,
wow.
but
Okay,
that's
yeah,
the last thing I
documentary.
watched. Yeah, it's my favorite rapper, so
that's good.
I watched that.
Favorite book to read?
Favorite book. Dang, you put me on the spot here. Favorite book? See, when you in high school, you don't read books like that. You just read what the teacher tell you to read. So that's what I read, man.
What was the book that you remember that you read in class?
We're gonna skip this one.
Yeah, okay.
We're
All
gonna
right.
skip
Okay.
this
Okay. Favorite sneaker?
one. Favorite sneaker? Ooh, man. Either, can I do either?
You can do either.
Either the Concord 11s,
Okay.
the Bread 11s,
These are Jordans.
these Jordans.
Okay. Yeah.
Or, yeah, I'm gonna just say either one of those.
Either one of those.
Classics, yeah.
Those are okay. Favorite cleat?
Favorite cleat, my Concord 11 lows. Yeah.
He's dealing with that. That's
Yeah.
right. That's what's up. Apple or Android and why?
Apple. Like it's.
You
it's
see
not-
how
it's
quickly
not-
he
it's not a
answered
why.
that?
Like it's Apple. Like
Have you
why
ever-
Android? You have to tell me why Android. It's not why Apple. Why Android?
Right. And really, did you
I've
ever
never had an Android. I've
Okay.
never had an Android
Okay.
partner. The only
All
time
right.
I've had an Android
All right.
charger is for my Beats. I don't have Beats anymore. I got the
Right.
AirPods. I'm
Right.
Team
There
Apple.
you go. Okay. Team Apple. If favorite musical artist right now?
Little baby.
Little Baby. That was quick. You
My
knew.
label, that's me.
Yeah, all right, all right. If you had to, let's just say this: if Sav'ell Smalls was getting into any entrepreneurship, we know that small business is huge when it comes to the business side of things in business today. Got a lot to. That's not now, but eventually at some
Yeah, I
point
wanna
you
go
got
to
to think
business
about.
school, so,
Yeah,
yeah.
so entrepreneurship. If you were given $50,000, somebody handed you and said, "You want Sav'ell? I want you to open up a business. I want you to be an entrepreneur." What would that
That's a real good question. Well, I'm gonna open up a business.
be? For right now, it doesn't have to be. Just
Yeah.
what comes to mind right now.
Yeah, I'll put together like some type of little fashion store or something, like with some sneakers and like some coats and just good pieces like that.
I got the name already, Sav'ell. No, there's brands that have started out that way. But so if you were running late to say to anything, running late, would you call or text and why?
Definitely call because text, they might feel it, but it's a text. They ain't gonna fit. Like they might not check it, but if you call, they definitely probably gonna pick up. You can tell them what's wrong, tell them real quick, and then it's out the way like that. But text, you gotta go back and forth. Then you driving too, so you don't want text. So
There you go. Good answer. For you, Xbox?
Xbox,
Wow.
yeah.
You won't even get
Xbox for
PlayStation any
life.
love. He won't even say the name PlayStation.
Yeah. Like,
Favorite video
PlayStation
game?
controller is so small, bro. Like, what you gonna do with that?
Favorite video game you're playing right now?
Ooh. My favorite video game series has definitely been 2K. And my favorite video game of all time is Black Ops 2. That's
Okay.
the best game.
New one coming out.
Oh, it's out right now.
It's out right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't got it yet. My Xbox kind of broke right now, so I gotta get a new Xbox.
Okay.
Yeah, Black
All
Ops
right.
2 is the best game ever.
For you, if there was one thing that Sav'ell Smalls could make an impact in the world today, one thing, and that's by what you do, what you say, anything. We've seen a big movement with Colin Kaepernick making a big statement with Mr. Nike behind it. What would it be? What would that one thing be that you could make a difference in?
I just want to have people like be themselves and just be comfortable with who they are, and yeah, just be good with that. Not trying to because just with like social media, like a lot of people are affected by that. And a lot of people are affected by what people think of them and what say now. But like, just be comfortable in your own skin, and just be good with who you are.
Right, right. With you, favorite car that you could drive? If you could drive a car,
If I could drive
any
a
car, what would it be? What car would that be?
Right now, I just really love Teslas because they're so like just advanced and they're crazy. So
Something about a Tesla
Yeah.
down the road, right? It
Yeah.
has this look to it.
yeah, so some type of Tesla SUV.
Oh, okay. SUV, taking it that way. Right on. Well, last question for you, and I know you'll get this right.
That's pressure. I'll get it right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why I
yeah.
gotta get
No,
this
I'm
right
putting.
now.
Yeah, see, I'm putting it on you. For you, what would you prefer? A stormy, rainy day on the football field, or would you rather be on outside the games?
On outside the games.
Okay, there it is. He keeps it real.
Yeah.
I tell you guys, this has been Sav'ell Smalls. He is a class of 2020 player at Garfield High School. They are not done, folks. They are not done. They have Snohomish coming up at their field, and they're going to give it all they have to be able to make it to that next seeding that's going to be taking place with 16 teams, right? That's going to happen. So they're not done at all. Don't count them out. They have a lot of fight in them. But this is something that, again, we appreciate you being on the show. Tell us your story.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you watching at Outside the Games. I'm Kevin. This is Sav'ell Smalls. Have a good night.
Thanks for watching.